All right, welcome back. Another week, turning the wheel. The Sendan Marines have crossed the seas, and with Joel's permission, we'll continue if he's done being on the phone.
I'm done being on the phone.
and
I'm off the phone.
So we
What's
joined
a
the Sendan
phone?
Marines on the battlefield, having just faced a strange creature that seemed to be partially in their reality and partially out, though through the application of their own will, in the form of Andreas's thunder and psychic magic, they were able to force him all the way into the real world and destroy him. After quite a battle that saw Siegfried and Andreas both go down separately, and Thaddeus go to work denying the gatekeeper's clutches to his allies, and Thurman getting very frustrated as he swung his swords through illusory copies of the thing as well.
It made me so mad. Ah.
The frost.
Take it away, boys. It's Martin.
Sorry in advance because I'm sick. But what kind of creature was that?
I did not like it. It was hard for me to take on.
It must exist in some sort of dream world and in reality.
It was a baby. It was hiding in other reality.
Are we in the real world right now?
Oh, yeah.
I believe so.
I'm going to pinch myself to make sure. Yep.
Yeah, you don't wake up when you pinch yourself. Seems
Perfect.
that you are in the real world, Andreas.
Well, what do we see before us, Mr. World?
You continue to be in sort of the blasted out ruins, though not as blasted out as the first city was. Like, I believe the comparison we made before was, as compared to Hiroshima, you're now in a city that's more like Dresden near the end of World War II. There are certainly ruins of buildings about, but this city too was devastated by the dreamers and the war against them a generation ago that Ballard described.
Do we see any particularly prominent structures, architectures?
Not many, though you do see sort of a road that heads to the east that is sort of a major road. And you can tell that the city that you're in is sort of like high up in mountains, but even a lot of those have been, flattened by magical effects or whatever damage this town. Like those of you, especially Thurman and Thaddeus, who grew up in mountain hilliness regions, you can feel that the air is a bit thinner and feels slightly more like home. But you don't see, the mountaintops and stuff that you'd expect nearby. You just see like jagged, obliterated mountains and buildings.
The air feels like home, but there's no mountains. This is not the way I like it.
It looks like they were destroyed, Thurman, in the war to try and get rid of the dreamers.
There's nothing to see here. Maybe we should try this road eastward.
Well, wasn't there a few buildings?
If I remember right, we were trying to head west to the coast, have a few laughs.
I thought we were trying to find where the star chart was.
Isn't that west towards the coast? We teleported and then the ruins we were trying to get to are near the coast, which is west of us.
There's also a coast east of you, to be fair.
Isn't that like thousands of miles away?
I believe, and so I know this, but you don't know this because you've never been here before and you don't know things. But as you are able to look at the road, you can tell the road is going east. You know that if you go west, because you came east, you know if you go west, eventually you'll find a coast. You don't know yet whether you'll find a coast if you go south or east.
Is there only one road going east? I mean, what? East, yes, yeah.
So you're up in sort of a mountain town, and yeah, the main road going into this sort of mountain fastness comes in from the east and sort of would head downwards out of the mountains. Are you guys, as you explore this, are you taking any particular precautions or being on the lookout for anything? I know that generally you guys love just rushing about and seeing what happens to fight you, but you
Actually,
did just
I'm
have a hell of
wounded.
a fight.
Yeah, I'm hurt. Could somebody help me?
I'm watching. I'll take care of your address.
Yeah, I'm kind of beat down a little bit. But sometimes you can sing a song to yourself, all by yourself. I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Are you going to burn the spell slot, or are you going to try to find somewhere, take a short rest, and do your bardic song of rest?
I'm just juicing up right quick while I got the slots.
Okay.
I thought we already did a
I
short.
thought we did a short rest. Yes,
Yeah.
Sounds
that's what I was thinking.
Okay. It makes sense that you would retreat back to that sort of underground cavern basement-like structure where the teleportation circle was and rest there where you can be relatively safe. But
Yeah, that makes total. That's exactly what we would do.
It's exactly what happened.
Absolutely correct.
All right, so I'm healed up.
well, you have to spend your hit dice to heal up. But yes, it is a short rest.
Yeah.
And he has the Song of Rest. We did cover this, I remember,
Yes,
because
we
you
did.
talked about his extra D6.
Yeah,
Yes.
I spent 3d6 on or three
Three hit dice and then a D6.
Yeah, I was looking at my character and I'm down hit points, and that's not nice.
Yeah.
So sad.
That strange creature definitely did some damage to you guys, so it makes sense.
All right, so we're gonna take another short rest. Is that what we're talking about?
No.
We took one short rest.
So my hit points should be back where they were.
Yep, you spent, it looks like 2 hit dice, and then you're back to 27 hit points.
Okay. All right, enough of all this hit point talk. Where are we going?
Well, you're the
Precautions.
one who was leading us with the star chart, Andreas.
We gotta wait for night to see the stars.
That is correct. It is approximately mid-afternoon now.
Don't we have a map of this area that shows us the relative size of where we are?
You do not.
So I mean, maybe we could just hunker down in a defensive position, wait for night, and then see if I can see what the stars are telling us.
Yeah. What you guys know is that you described what you remembered from the journal to Ballard, and he said that that area was far to the south, and then he gave you some stones that would help hide you that children use before they can use their psychic powers fully to do the same thing. And then he sent you on his way, or on your way, through this teleportation down to the south.
Okay, so maybe we should hunker down until nightfall to see the star chart, or the stars.
We got to make sure nobody falls asleep.
Technically, that would be a long rest at that point. Wouldn't it?
Hopefully,
It
this place
might
doesn't start
indeed
crawling.
be a long rest if you're going to wait until nightfall.
Okay, let's do
we-
it. Let's wait.
Do we have a direction? Like, we did, it was just to the south, and then we started walking, right? Because I thought we at least knew where we were going, Andreas.
Like I said, I need to see the stars again. But I mean, do we gonna trudge through the mountains, or we take the road?
Well, I mean, whichever direction we're supposed to go. I am not the navigator here.
Yeah, that means we need to sit around and wait for night so we can check the star chart again.
Okay. If that's what it means, then we should rest.
That's
and wait.
what it means. All right, we set up a defensive bunker with Thurman as the shield wall.
I'll take watch. Ow.
All right, so you guys can take a long rest. Are you sleeping during this long rest?
I never sleep.
In shifts.
But remember, if we sleep, we will fall into the dream world.
Oh,
This is true.
We have to sleep eventually.
As
Well-
Siegfried pointed out, he does not need to sleep. So you wouldn't necessarily need to have shifts in order to keep a watch for the long rest.
Yeah, but for those of us who have to sleep, we should sleep.
Yes.
The question would be, do we do that in shifts so we don't leave him by himself? So,
Well, who knows what's going to happen when we do sleep on this continent?
we need to keep watch of ourselves to see if something's happening, right?
I think so.
Of each other.
Yeah, we have to guard both worlds.
Maybe strap ourselves down so we don't harm,
Self-harm.
self-harm or
Right,
harm others.
Mr. World, about roughly, could I make a survival check to kind of roughly figure out how long it is till nightfall?
Yeah.
With some guidance?
What'd you get?
Let me slap some guidance on there.
11 is enough. Like,
Okay,
they
fine.
teach you how to do that in middle school here. In the modern world, I imagine knowing how long
Well, you know what?
super commonplace is an important skill.
You know what?
You know that it's between about 2 and 3 in the afternoon, so it's about 5-ish hours until nightfall.
5-ish. But we need 8 for a long rest, right?
Mm-hmm. Some of you need 4, but all of you need 8. But it would definitely be nighttime, and the stars would be out when you are done.
Well, let us all sleep and see what happens. I think we all go together. Because if we all enter the dream world together, other than you, Siegfried, yes, you stand watch of our physical side. We'll stand watch together on the dream side.
I'll stand and watch right over you all night long.
I need
Maybe.
those of you who are going to sleep to make an intelligence saving throw with advantage because of the amulets that Ballard gave you.
Damn you, intelligence.
Okay. Not my strongest.
20.
At all of us make
Yes.
one
Yes, except for Siegfried, who doesn't sleep.
with no disadvantage or anything, right?
You have advantage because of the amulet that Ballard gave you.
Oh.
I can use my luck.
Advantage 19, which is a natural 20 actually. With
All
a
right, here it
minus
goes. Come on. Oh, yeah. With advantage, I did it big time.
What'd you get?
19.
Okay, so the three of you pass blissfully into sleep. Siegfried, as you settle down and are digging through your pack, in the bottom, you find a small silvery rod that has several holes in it. And then it's hollow, but on one end there is a larger hole. And as you sit there and look at it, briefly, a memory comes to mind of you watching a little blonde-haired girl with her hair done up in braids around her ears, playing this flute, and the song springs to your mind as you hold the flute in your hands.
I would definitely like to play that song softly. Wake.
Killing me softly.
Can I? Is that performance?
Yes.
Can I?
Give us a performance roll.
I'm going to add the
Act
knowledge from a past life on there.
Okay.
and act it out.
Hold on, let's see what I roll first. Come back. So 15 plus 5, so dirty 20. And we'll do a do.
So you guys hear briefly in your sleep the soft tinkling of a piccolo playing the song Hot Cross Buns, as if it is from played by a small child learning the flute. So slightly clumsily, but nonetheless incredibly beautiful. And as the last note fades, Siegfried, the memory sort of floats away with it. And when the rest of you wake up just before midnight that night, having long rested, you will all level up to level 5.
Yeah.
Do.
Look at my tabs.
We do it right now.
Yep.
Nice. Ew. I get all of my bardic inspiration when I finish a short or long rest. Ew. Okay, fantastic. Wow, I feel great waking up.
All right, so level 5.
You are indeed. And so we can talk through what you're doing as you level up. I think that will provide great content for Shen and Huli as they watch here.
I got an extra attack.
I need to adjust my spells and talk to the gatekeeper this
You are a
morning.
cleric and would have to do that anyway.
Yes. I understand I have to do that anyway, but this is important.
My speed increases by 10 feet when I'm not wearing heavy armor either.
Ooh, I got 3rd level spells.
Getting at 5th
Ooh.
level, you can attack twice. So I can basically attack 3 times now.
Correct.
That's awesome.
What is going to be helpful against these horrible, horrible mind fucking dreamers?
According to Ballard, the application of your will, if you'll recall those hints.
Intellect Fortress.
No spell.
Oh!
Get rid of that.
Look at this one.
Aspect of the beast.
You or one willing creature you can see within range has resistance to psychic damage as well as advantage on its intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Oh, you need that.
I'm taking that to like.
Yep.
Cool.
Hey-oh. All right, that's about it, I think, for my leveling ups.
Bring on the dreamers.
I'm now more powerful in my attacks.
So I feel a little attention from some kind of mystical something or other, because we don't know yet.
It's not my business.
We don't know. Something's
Siegfried,
giving me
you
attention.
do feel the connection from your sword to your body is much stronger today.
Something's giving me
And more of the armor that you were wearing begins to sort of fill in as you wake up.
Wow.
And rather than chainmail, it begins forming itself into long, layered sort of enameled metal, and it is now functionally splint mail.
Ooh. Very nice. It still looks all acid.
Yes, it is still like damaged in a lot of ways. Like it's still not whole and gleaming and pitted, but it is more solid than it was yesterday. And the other three of you definitely noticed this, that Siegfried's armor certainly is larger and more whole than it had been.
I certainly noticed he's never taken it off.
Yes, you also notice that he has never taken it off.
Especially not for you.
Oh, you also notice that he has not slept in the 2 months or so that you've known him.
I know what he is.
What is he then, Andreas?
He's some sort of animated skeleton or something inside a suit of armor.
No, he isn't.
Some sort of demon, caged animal beast person with a hideous past.
No, he isn't.
Tortured people and all that stuff. But hey, it's none of
No,
my
he
business.
is. Andreas, no, he isn't.
I love your blue-green brownish eyes.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Now my theory is he's taking body parts from people and he's putting them in this suit underneath of there. Nobody sees him. And next thing you know, he's got a real body. Then he can take it off.
Not
and
that
he can find
either.
a nice girl and settle down.
Not that either. I wish it was that simple, Andreas. I would have destroyed him long ago.
What about a ghost? There's a ghost inside of there.
Nope, not a ghost either. You think the Gravekeeper would allow undead to roam the world?
Oh, no. I never thought of that.
Yes.
Yeah, they belong to him.
Yes, they have not passed on, or he allows them to come back and fulfill whatever duty he allows.
Hmm. You
Right
keep that up, you're
now-
going to convert me.
Siegfried is neither alive or dead, and I believe that is why I was sent to him.
Huh. Wow. That's why he doesn't sleep.
That's why he doesn't sleep. He doesn't eat. He doesn't need to take his armor off. He's
How are you
comfortable.
not alive or dead?
that
It's
is
possible.
I know, Thurman. That is the question, and that is why I am here.
Would you like me to show you?
Yeah.
We'll walk towards Andreas, nice and slow. We'll get the shadow of me overcast him, and we'll open the visor of the helmet up just a little bit. And all you say, Andreas, is a desiccated corpse lulled on this into the side of the helmet, shrunken and just dry, like almost bones, but with some flesh on it. And then the helmet will pop back and close. And
I was
carry
right. Man, Siegfried, how'd this
Take-
happen to you?
on. Make a wisdom saving throw, you son of a bitch.
Oh, God.
With advantage, thanks to the bravery instilled by the oath of the Sendan Marine.
I get advantage, you said?
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, I
assume it's
did
a
notice
pure wisdom
there were
saving
some
throw.
Okay, here
interesting
you go.
items in our inventory. You
Yeah, I
should
figured out how to do it.
Nice.
All right, 11's
Is that with advantage, sir? It
Yes.
is. I don't know if that's high enough to beat his thing or not.
What's his intimidation?
I don't
Or
know.
would that's what it'd be?
I don't know what he's trying to do to you. Sounds
I
weird.
get it. We could just role play it. It's fine.
It was a joke, but you're afraid of me for the next hours. Fuck you.
I knew it already. I knew it was underneath of there. Everybody does, Siegfried. I hate to tell you this. I see a big giant black suit of armor walking around on a ship. I mean, what do you think guys are going to think?
Well, that's racist. I would ask all of you to keep this between yourselves. It doesn't
Of
attract the
course.
right kind of attention to go around advertising this.
Of course.
I mean, it is the reason we were hunted by the witch hunters. They did not understand.
I'll tell you, I was going to make a song about it, about some other stuff, but now I think I got a new subject.
Well,
The man in the suit.
and as you have seen so far, he does not, show ill will to innocence. As far as we have seen.
I mean, I think that fish thing could have ripped us all to shreds on the boat. He
Mhm.
wasn't watching over.
That's exactly it.
That's right. Well, hey, listen, you guys want to go outside and look at the stars, and I'll show you what I got, huh?
Let us go.
I like seeing stars. It's so pretty and glistening.
All right, let's go out. Keep an eye out now. Let's be
I
quiet.
like making pictures with my fingers.
All right, let's
Making lines.
let's stealth out there. What do you think? I don't want to attract any attention. All right, I'm going to roll a stealth check. Not good. I'm going to use my luck to re-roll.
Well, remember that you're stealthy as a group, so you all make a stealth check.
— 16.
With disadvantage, 5.
Mm.
I'm clanky. I have armor on.
And a disadvantage from Siegfried.
8.
You guys noisily, with your living suit of armor and your dwarf cleric, noisily clanking behind the stealthier Thurman and Andreas, move out into the ruins and look up and see the stars bright against the clear sky.
All right, I start busting out all my navigation tools. My Pencander, my triple Lindy, and the golden compass.
Triple Lindy. Give me a survival check.
Okay. 19.
When you compare the stars as you see them, and attempting to account for the latitude that you're estimating, you believe that the port that you're looking for is to the east.
There it is. And I'm trying to show my companions how I'm using the star chart and everything. And it's like, see this? See this? See? Look, Thurman, look at this.
I see it. It's neat.
See these little things? They're called numbers.
Yeah, I totally get it. Wait, what does that do? How do you do that?
Oh, this is the jingler.
Well, how do you move the thing to the thing? What do you know?
Well, you got to measure the angles, you see?
Like a dangle.
Right. Anyway. All right, let's get back into the dugout and make our plans. All right, so we go back to the dugout.
Okay. You return to the large basement where the teleportation circle is located.
Okay. It's east. Do we want to go out at night? I'm fully rested. I mean, we could have some advantages in the stealth.
I'll be by your side, Andreas. And Siegfried. And all my buddies.
We fought that beast during the day, so that they're out at all hours. I see just a major disadvantage going out at night now.
Now, I have to tell you, I don't have any dark vision or anything like that. I'm just a human, you know?
Thaddeus, I'll protect you too. Even though you're small, puny man.
Do you have dark vision, Thurman?
Uh,
I don't think you do, my friend.
Thurman's checking.
Only in.
You fucking got me.
You do not. Right? You do not.
I do not. I'm not even in a rage. I don't think.
It's all right. There's starlight.
Damn it.
It's a clear night. There's stars.
Still
I do have
functionally-
danger sense,
It
though.
is still functionally dark outside.
I do have.
And there's a
danger
road. We can walk along the road to east.
In order for those of you who do not have low light or dark vision to move with confidence around, you will need some manner of light.
Okay, but I mean, that just wrecks the stealth.
These creatures hunt by using our minds against us. I don't think a light would be a dead giveaway, regardless. Light a torch if you need.
All right. I bust out my shield and I put a light cantrip upon the embossed shield.
Is that a
Irregardless,
cantrip
it's
that you
redundant.
know, Bard Boy?
Yeah, I got light cantrip.
Okay. So the shield that Andreas wields lights up like a miniature sun and sheds light in a 20-foot radius from it, correct? Yes.
Bright light in a 20-foot and dim light in an additional 20-foot.
Correct. So you guys now can see a little bit, those of you who could not see already.
All right,
Though
let's
if he
start.
swings the shield around and walking, it is a bit rocky of the light, but nothing you're unused to being at home on a ship.
All right, Mr. World, we're going to start traveling east.
Okay, as you poke through the ruins, are you attempting to be stealthy, or since there's the light and the clanky doors, are you just walking?
I mean, we're kind of clanky, and there's a bright light in the middle of nowhere in the darkness.
Yeah, we have to take advantage of the time because otherwise we're going to have to keep taking sleep checks.
Okay, no, we slept for 8 hours.
I mean, but if we keep having to, if we rest the rest of the night and then wait for morning so we don't have to have lights, so we're not going to be sneaky no matter what.
Siegfried, you have dark vision, right?
Yes, sir. Full
Okay.
120 feet, pure clarity.
Okay, I slap light on Thurman as well, so he's not lost in the darkness.
You can't target a person with it.
Well, I'm sure
So
he's
what are you
wearing.
casting?
An object. You can target.
I'm
an
sure
object.
he's wearing. You know what? You know what I target, Mr. World? His cod piece.
Ha! Gay!
Oh.
You want to go there?
Gay!
My ding ding is glowing.
I was just trying to figure out what it is because he likes to throw his shield when he gets into a fight.
That's right.
Look at how manly I am. I glow down there.
Okay, so you guys continue moving through the night to the east. And after a couple hours, you hear a semi-familiar sort of psychic keening as you walk along the road that reminds you of when you first arrived on the shores of Khindas.
I immediately cast Intellect Fortress on myself because it's my new spell.
So Andreas steels his mind against whatever might be coming.
Hold on, new spells, hold on. Gotta collect. Is this gonna help? No, not right now.
Detect. I need you all to make a intelligence. What is the opposition of this? Because you now are able to oppose this spell that you would not ordinarily be able to. A wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Well, sure.
It's a dirty 20 for Siegfried.
Oh. Ooh, 15.
If I use my luck, I get to roll 2 dice again.
Oh my
right?
god, I rolled a double 20. There goes all my fucking rolls for the night.
You
Oh,
did roll a
that's
double 20.
that's got to count for something. That's some Jason Blevins logic right there.
Oh my fucking!
Come on.
Can I blow up
on.
one of them with my willpower?
No, so
It
Come
happened.
the
Come on.
Double 20.
Come
deal
on.
is they have detected your friend Andreas's thoughts, and so you see suddenly rushing up ahead of you.
Wait, Mr. World, Mr. World. I use my luck roll to
So you've used your second luck roll of the day already, and you haven't had
Yep.
a fight yet.
and I got a 20 with the second advantaged roll.
So you guys see up ahead of you, and this you guys here being first Thaddeus and Siegfried, thanks to their dark vision. So Siegfried first, and then Thaddeus. You see a group of 8 creatures, sort of resting on the side of the road, but in sort of unnatural ways. The 4 of them are larger than the others. The smaller ones range anywhere from a couple feet tall to 5 feet tall, and then the 4 adults, 2 of which are slightly more hunched over than the other 2, are all sort of milling about on the side of the road. And as you walk closer, you can not only feel sort of the amulets on your chest growing a bit warmer with the effort of helping you hide your thoughts, but you hear the keening that is just sort of like mindless and screaming out to the world grow louder and louder. But those of you with dark vision can see these creatures up ahead.
So we can't see, even though we have light.
That means that you can see to 40 feet out.
Okay.
Thaddeus and Siegfried can see further out than that.
Okay.
And so I assume, being not reckless human beings in Thaddeus's case, he's at least going to signal to you guys to stop, even if Siegfried wouldn't. But if that's not true, Thaddeus, and you would just let them continue to march forward, you go ahead and let me know.
I only have 60 feet out.
Okay. So Siegfried sees them first at 120 feet.
8 enemies ahead. 4 big. Go for the big ones first.
They're all small.
Is 4 of them bigger than Thurman?
No.
Okay.
But
The
they're
4 of them are the
they're
same
always so small.
general size as the other Kalashtar adults you've seen, and then the other 4 are smaller.
No one is big compared to Thurman.
What do they look like, my friend?
What do they look like, Mr. World?
So these look similar to the creatures that you fought on the beach. They look like gaunt and hungry Kalashtar that are wearing rags for clothing. You know, they might have a boot left, or, you know, they might have like a bracelet still hanging off of their, you know, increasingly wasting away wrist, but these are very clearly unsevered.
Yes, they are the unsevered we fought on the beach. This is a small group we could take. To not fight them now would leave them to fight others at a later time.
Yeah, we must destroy them.
One of them turns when you guys are talking, and suddenly you see the eyes of one of the bigger ones sort of widen, Siegfried, and then we will now roll initiative. As the keening picks up and focuses towards you, and as they start their fight from 120 feet away. What did you get, Siegfried? Everyone else, you used the buttons.
I got a 9.
Everybody got a 9 except for Andreas.
-1 dex for me.
It's crazy.
That's 1 dex for me.
Plus
2.
3.
So the 4 large ones and almost all but one of the unsevered react very quickly to your presence, rushing and sprinting towards you and having the distance. And now right on the edge of the distance, Thaddeus is able to perceive the threat as he rushes forward. And you can now see that it looks like it's 4 adult Kalashtar, 2 who are quite elderly, and several smaller teenage or preteen Kalashtar following behind, racing towards you. And the first person on your team to react is apparently Siegfried. among all those 9s, as they're now 60 feet away.
With the -1 dex? Or are you doing it?
I have a
randomly?
+1 dex or a
It's
+1 initiative.
So I just let the encounter thing do it. It says Siegfried goes first.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll take it.
I don't know why. It doesn't seem right, but
Sure. So if I move 30 feet ahead, and then I'll be 30 feet away from them ish.
Mhm.
Okay. So we'll just move 30 feet, and I'll throw now a couple swipes straight into the air and do an Eldritch Blast with 2 hits, and one of the big ones.
Okay.
So I'll do 2 here. So one's a 26, one's a 19.
Those both hit.
Both hit. We'll do the same one, obviously. 2d10. Double ones. So 2. Yay.
So the restrictive armor affects your aim, and you blast rocks up into this thing as you hit the ground in front of it. And it roars, and this is the first time you've ever heard a Kalashtar make an actual noise as this thing screams at you, breaking the silence with this like primal, painful scream, like you would expect from a thing that doesn't use its voice very often, but is capable of making sound that is not particularly coherent anymore. And it is then Thaddeus Ironbrow's turn? Question mark for some reason.
Question mark. Okay. Let us see some damage we can do. They're within 60 feet now.
Yes. Several of them are approximately 60 feet away from you.
And one got damaged.
Yep.
We're all Toll the Dead. Wisdom 15 on the one that got damaged.
You are unable to set your magic into the chaotic and angry form of this thing's mind, and it passes it safe. Thurman, if you're done, Thaddeus.
Ow.
I'm done.
Ow. I go after the guy that everybody's targeting. How far is he away from me?
Approximately 60 feet. You don't actually see him yet. You see,
right.
You saw Siegfried step forward about to the edge of your vision and then blast some magic from his sword off into the night.
So I know they're
and you
fighting
heard
at
the
something.
scream, but you don't see what is up
I
there.
walk up 40 feet to where I think I know everybody's like,
Yes.
thinking
So you
something's going
walk,
on.
so you're 10 feet in front of Siegfried, and now you actually can see them right on the edge of your bright light.
I throw my shield at him.
Okay.
And rage.
All right. The last of the childlike unsevered rushes up behind. Oh, there's 10 of these now. 8.
You cut out at what did you say?
The last of the childlike unsevered from that group rushes up behind to catch up with its family, and then it is Andreas's turn.
Well, do I get when I threw my shield at him, did it hit him? Can I roll for that?
Have improvised weapons, so it's not going to do anything.
Oh, okay.
But you're angry. I throw my shield at you. Technique is
Yeah,
noted. And
come at me! Come on!
I think if you do get a feat for that, like improvised weapon feat, I think I would say you'd be able to throw your shield like
That'd
a
be
frisbee
cool.
and potentially do damage. I don't see why not.
All right, I'll check that out. Noted.
Because it lets you throw chairs, and if you can throw a chair, you can throw a shield, in my opinion.
Like WWF. If you could throw a wrench, you could dodge a ball. Or if you could dodge
Andreas.
a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
Andreas,
All right, Mr. World, what kind of terrain pieces do we got around here?
you are on the middle of the road, and they're rushing at you along the road.
Is there any cover, boulders, ruined buildings, elevated positions?
You're starting to see the hills sort of come together again, but you are several hours away from when you started.
All right, so there's nowhere to hide.
In the town. No, not particularly, other than like just generally in the darkness.
Okay, I am going to whip out my longbow and get into a position between the big beefy boys.
Okay. So Thurman moves faster than everybody else, so it costs you 35 feet of movement, which is more than you have to get in between them.
All right. Well, I'm going to stay where I'm at
Okay, so you stay with Thaddeus.
and just have my. I'm going to ready my action as a longbow as soon as they come through the light barrier distance range area.
Give me a perception check with disadvantage since you did not do this action. Because you sort of focused up ahead where you're expecting to see the light.
22.
Okay, but just as you're focusing, you nonetheless hear the sound of boots shuffling off to your right, and you see two more of the creatures begin to walk towards you, and you readied an action.
Okay, I'm
They're
going to.
rushing towards you, screaming psychically at you.
Oh, well, I'm going to hit one in the forehead with an arrow.
Okay,
17.
17 hits.
All right. 8 piercing damage.
Okay. Do you have just the one shot?
Just one shot.
All right. So
And then for a bonus action, I am going to say, "Go, Thurman! Go, go, go!"
So I believe the sadness here is it's 60 feet, so you can reach him. I thought briefly Bardic Inspiration only went 30 feet and you would have been out of Thurman's range, but it goes 60, so you're fine.
All right, it's a D8 to you.
A D8 to me, eh? On an attack or save?
Attack or damage,
Or
or
save.
you can use it as cutting words on somebody attacking against you.
Oh, well,
Or
I don't
you
know
can
if
use
that's-
it on a
After
skill
seeing the roll, too.
I don't know if that's going to do cutting words is going to do anything towards our attackers. That how intimidated can it be doling out this kind of shit? So, all right.
All right. So the remaining two that Andreas just turned and shot at, the first one rushes towards him, and he can feel this thing's focus and its mind and its anger turn on him, and I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Who's this?
Andreas.
Andreas just stepped out.
So it would be a wisdom saving throw with advantage for Andreas. I can right-click that for him because he has an intellectual fortress up. He passes that wisdom save and will take no damage as his sense of self walls off his mind to protect him. And then another one comes rushing forward besides that one out of the night and attempts to tear apart the mind of Thaddeus Ironbrow, who will also make a wisdom save.
25.
And will also take no damage. As we move forward, suddenly the family in front of you that you saw around Thurman, who is the first one they get, and they, like they did on the beach, just attempt to swarm Thurman. Their hands reaching and sort of like clawing, but most importantly, their mind thrusting into his own. And Thurman, I will need you to make 7 wisdom saving throws.
Ouch. Stop throwing your mind at me. Stop thrusting your minds into me, my brain.
I need to make with advantage.
These are not; they just not cause fear, so you do not get advantage.
It's
as
not
they are neither
divination,
fear
right?
nor divination.
All
This
right,
is just a
one.
psychic attack.
All right, 1. How many?
Cast.
7
7.
of them? How many?
Yep.
Oh my God. Can I can't. All right. 1. 16.
Passes.
12.
Passes. Remember, when you know the result, you can decide whether you're going to
10.
use your thing.
Yeah, I got you. Well, do I know what's the saving throw?
You know that a 12 passed. You don't know what the saving throw target is.
All right. Well, 10.
Would you like to use your thing?
I guess so. Yes. D6
D8.
or D8. That's right. D8. All right. 16.
You passed.
All right. And then another one. Oh, wait. And then.
So it's 1.
Oh God.
2,
4.
3, 4.
God damn it. That's 5. That's my 5th.
All right. So your 5th one. After your 5th one, you will take 12 psychic damage
Okay.
as the screaming of this thing focuses in, and you can feel it briefly tearing your sanity apart and causing you to scream back at it, keening the same way that its mind is keening inside your head.
Okay. Do I need to make 2 more then?
Yep, you have
Let's
2
see.
left.
Oh my God. A 2.
All right. After that one, you will take 6 psychic damage as you continue to scream, howling back at these things as they tear apart your mind.
All right. Ow! Ow! All right, here we go.
One more.
Oh, natural 20.
And you will then take no damage from the last one.
And I scream back at them, "That's all you have. Come at me."
Siegfried, you see these things piling all around your ally, 10 feet in front of your face.
We will advance towards the one that was struck before and do a cheeky free hex now, thanks to my feet. That guy, and then take a booming blade swipe at him. That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
That is 3d6 plus a d8 for booming blade.
It's a D8 if he attempts to move from
Nope.
Booming Blade.
Nope, booming blade now because I'm level 5 is just an additional d8. 2d8
really?
2d8 if he attempts to move after this.
There we go.
Yeah, that's why it's good now. 3, 5, 6, 11. So 16 damage on that guy.
He dies.
Whoosh, got one.
Next person is Thaddeus.
So we have 2 running from the right towards me and Andreas, right?
Yeah, they're about 10 feet away from you, yes.
10 feet away. And he shot one?
Yes.
And hit one?
Yes.
Well, that one can get fucked with Sacred Flame. 15 dex.
It failed.
Take 3 radiant damage.
A brief flicker of the light of the gatekeeper burns the creature that as it howls at you. Terminator, you have a target-rich environment around you as you're surrounded by 6 of these things.
I kill you all. Yeah, stop messing with my friends' minds and mine. Ow.
All right, so I swing my battle axes wildly at them. Here we go. All right, first hit. Do I have advantage? No, I don't.
No.
10 to hit.
Does not hit.
Oh my God. 7. Here we go again. And then
So you get jostled by these 7 things just clawing over, and your battle axe just sort of swings ineffectually.
and then one more. Natural 20.
That's an unnatural 20, but it does
Or
hit.
it's an unnatural 20, sorry. I was cockeyed. But yeah. All right, it does hit.
It does
God.
indeed.
Wow. Take that.
It's 7 damage.
Okay. The last child steps forward, and I will need Siegfried to take a wisdom saving throw. As a Kalashtar that looks like it's 6 or 7 years old leaps out of the night up towards him, its mind screaming as it attempts to tear his apart.
A terrifying 12 should pass, right?
It does.
Yeah.
Andreas Duthane.
I take my hands, even though it's very important that I do something else at this current time. I tease my hair up real big like an 80s rocker. And I say, Thunderstruck! Thunderstruck! And it's almost like a chorus of voices blasts out. It's just me out there, but it sounds like there's 20 people saying Thunderstruck like an AC/DC song. And the shatter spells goes off upon them.
So upon the 2 that are near you and Thaddeus?
Yep.
Okay. What's the save?
And Constitution 14 saving throw. Because you got Thunderstruck.
You win. Thunderstruck. So 1 passed and 1 failed.
Okay.
How much damage do you do?
15.
One of them staggers forward, almost tripped by the force of your rock, but is still on its feet. The other one, however, is torn to shreds by the force of your spell, catching it right as it leaps towards you, is right into the focus point of your spell. But the other one continues to attempt to tear apart the mind of Thaddeus. I will need a wisdom save, sir.
11.
You will unfortunately take 13 psychic damage.
Ow.
Then bringing us to the ones who are attempting to tear apart Terminator. But there are only 5 of those alive right now, so he will. All right, 1, 2, 3. There's 6 of those, so 6 wisdom saves for the Terminator.
Terminator had to release the mega schlong urination.
Fortunately for the Terminator, I can push this button for him 6 times.
Cool, thank you.
At least that bathroom's well lit now.
Cannot miss
That's right.
with the light of the gatekeeper.
1 pass, 1 fail, 2 fails.
He's coming back right now.
3 fails.
I'm
4
back.
fails.
I'm back.
1 pass and 5 fails, unfortunately, for the Terminator on his wisdom saving throws against these things. Psychic
Okay.
attacks this time.
So give me the damage one at a time, please.
You take 12 damage from this one, from the first one.
Hang on. Do I do it? All right, 12 damage.
You take 2 damage from the second one. These are psychic damage, so it's not halved by your rage.
Take it.
The third one is
Okay.
3.
Hold on. What else?
3.
Wait. What was the second one?
You've taken 12, 2, and 3.
Oh, 2. Okay. I keep cutting out, and I don't know why.
The fourth one is 4.
Hold on. 3. Oh, God. 4?
Mm-hmm. And then the fifth one is 5.
How did I take that much? I thought I saved that many. I
You
thought I
saved
only-
1.
Oh, 5. Oh, God. I'm not doing too well.
And it is
11 out of
now
55.
Siegfried's turn. And you guys see Thurman sort of staggering as he holds his hands and his axes up.
Stop screaming at me.
His voices.
Stop. Stop the voices.
Siegfried.
Begone, foul creatures! We will do a. We'll see if it hits. We'll do a green flame blade. Only a 9 to hit? Oh, sorry, 10. That's a 10.
10 does not hit.
Oh, nothing happens. Do I have a bonus action to help him? Probably not. I don't think I have anything to help you, Thurman. Sorry. I tried to
Probably
kill
have
some.
the ability to move a hex as a bonus action that you haven't done.
To do what now?
to move your hex is a bonus action that you have.
Oh,
to take.
yes. Yes, I should do that, of course, to the next one that I was trying to hit, which I missed. Moving on.
Thaddeus.
Okay. Is the one like? Did we kill one to the right of us? That's about to
Yes,
be
and
up
then the
on?
other one is clambering right in your face and attempting to just like scream straight at you. It's in melee combat with you.
Well, I don't do melee combat, so we will Sacred Flame that one. Dex 15.
With its 1 hit point, it failed that save and will die.
Rolling anyway. 11 damage.
It's real dead, as opposed
Good.
to just regular dead.
Mostly dead.
Exactly.
All right.
Gotta make sure it's
anything else
not
with the
mostly
rest of your turn, sir?
Nope, everyone's still up, right?
Yeah, but your barbarian's not having a great time.
Well, I will, since the two are dead next to us, I will move towards the barbarian so I can heal him up eventually when he gets knocked out.
Terminator.
Ow, I'm so mad. Stop yelling. Ow.
All right, I swing at the wounded one. Oh, 21 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, 6 damage.
Okay.
Next hit. Oh, come the hell on. 9 to hit.
Misses.
Do I
Get to the nada. Ow.
do I do my bonus action to take a potion or wait to be healed? I'll wait to be healed. I wouldn't. I'm so pissed off. I'm swinging at these guys. So, oh, God, 12 to hit.
That hits.
All right. 7.
It goes down.
Ow. I'll kill you. Ow.
The one attempts to tear apart the mind of Siegfried, and I will need a wisdom saving throw.
Another 12. Roll intense.
Another 12 will pass again and take us to Andreas's turn, who finds himself alone in the dark, but does see up ahead to where right on the edge is where Siegfried and Termin are, and Thaddeus is right behind them.
My cod piece is still glowing.
Oh, yes, and that's true. Your lights do connect to one another.
You can see my penis.
Though your codpiece is faced the other way, so instead of like a round light, you just have like a cone of light pointed the other direction.
You can see
It's
my cone,
focused.
my massive cone.
Okay, I bust out my longbow, and I see one of these suckers. I get off my buddy, and I launch a nice long bow at him.
Okay,
13,
hits.
8,
Okay,
and then for bonus action, I say, "Hang in there, Thurman. You can do it." Bardic Inspiration.
bringing us to the 5 unsevered dog pile on Thurman. And I will need 5 wisdom saving throws from the Terminator.
Good.
The Goliath.
1,
Sendan Marines stands tall.
9.
Oh, Jesus. 2, 10,
10 is the number.
3.
You want to do anything with that 10?
No. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'll take the 3, actually. I'll do the 3. Hold on. So that's a 14. That was my 4th one.
Mm-hmm. I can see your logs here.
Yep. All right. It becomes a 9.
9 does not pass.
Oh. And then the 5th one?
Yep.
Oh, natural 20.
All right, so you passed once, twice, and failed 3 times?
I think it was 3 times I passed.
9 and 10 both fail. The 9 fails.
Oh.
And then the 14 and the 21 pass. So you take this 3 times. You will take 13 psychic damage.
Okay, I'm going to use my Stone's Endurance to reduce the damage.
Okay.
D12. 10 points reduced.
So it does 3 damage.
3 damage.
And then the next one does 11 damage.
All right, I'm down.
And then you will take a death saving throw failure as you take 9 damage from the last
Hold
one.
on. Hang on. Damage. And what do I do?
You get a death saving throw failure from the last one.
I do.
Yes.
Okay.
As it damages you while you are unconscious. Taking us to Siegfried's turn.
Third
I forgot the whole inspiration. Oh no, I did do it. Inspiration.
Yeah,
You did.
you're good. Well, not good, but you'll be safe.
You did it on the lowest roll, which was maybe not the one to do it on. But
Should have done it on the 10.
Well, Green Flame Blade, the one I've Green Flame. Ooh, natural 20. Green Flame Blade. Oh my god.
all right.
Green Flame Blade, the one I hexed, getting a natural 20, so that's fun. And another 2d6 on there. Plus the Green Flame Blade is additional d8, and then 1 5 feet next to it gets a d8 plus 4 as well.
Okay.
Plus a hex. Is
And
that a
so
double?
all those dice are doubled because you
Double
critted.
hex.
Double green flame bladed. All of that's doubled.
Give me that. Give me another d8. This is why I have all these dice here. Let's see what this number is, because I like. Oh, do you hear the clickety clacks? This is why I live.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of clickety clacks. So here's we got 10, we got 20, 27, 32 damage on that one.
So describe what you do to this 5-year-old.
Just what I've imagined in my dreams. So green
You
flame
hug
erupts.
him and give him a kiss on his cheek and take him to bed.
Nighty night. Go night night. Green flame erupts along the edge of the blade, and I sweep it wide and go right through the little one into the next one, whatever it may be. So it takes 11 fire damage as well.
Okay. Thaddeus, you see a green sort of lightsaber-ish fireball.
We'll bonus
rip
action
into
hex.
2 of the
Move the hex.
collapse.
We'll move the hex around with the bonus action. Do it.
He got 2?
He killed 1. He damaged a 2nd.
Wow.
That's certainly a new trick for all of you to see from Siegfried.
Wow, that guy, you want him on your side.
It's about time he stops fucking around and starts killing things.
I know. Even though he's a desiccated, like some kind of mummy under there, he's a hell of a swordsman.
Yes. So Thurman is down, correct?
Yes.
And I'm within 30 feet now,
Yes.
so I could move up and touch him?
Yes.
Yes, I will come up
Especially
and touch.
since Siegfried just made a fucking hole.
Good job, Siegfried. I will come up and cure wounds. 12 HP. Back to my friend, Mr. Thurman. Wake up.
How much?
12.
Hey, he's
Well.
my bestie.
I did not say bestie. I said friend.
12 healing.
Yes, 12 healing.
Thurman, you wake up from a awful, screaming, painful nightmare to look up and see the night sky and the glowing hand of your dwarvish friend Thaddeus as he pulls it away, having healed you and brought you back to life. But you are on your back underneath just
Right.
a swarm of unsevered.
Right. Oh, my rage ends.
Your rage ended when you went unconscious.
Yes. Okay. Got it. Whose turn?
But it's your turn.
Oh. Ow! What happened? Who hit me? Ow! I'll kill you. All right, I rage again.
Jesus Christ.
He roars. Gets up to his feet.
And my battle axe goes into one of them.
Yeah, battle axe time.
Oh god, 9.
Does not hit.
And then the next one. 15.
Hits.
All right. 9 points damage.
The one that got the secondary fire from Siegfried goes down.
I kill you.
You have a bonus action left.
No, I raged.
Oh, you did. You're right. Andreas.
Let me put this arrow right in your head. Have some of this. 15.
Hits.
8 points.
That one goes down as you've now hit it twice with 2 arrows for 8 damage.
Okay. Bonus action. I say, Siegfried, you got the golden touch. You got the freaking golden touch. And I give him inspiration. 1d8.
Thank you.
The 3 sort of primal creatures lock eyes with Siegfried, and he suddenly feels the keening in their head focus. Siegfried, give me 3 wisdom saves.
All right, first 2. Ooh, that's a 4 and a 9. And then another 4.
First, Siegfried takes 14 psychic damage, and then 18 psychic damage. They're rolling big against you. They roll well against the barbarian, and then 9 psychic damage.
Okay, it's still up, but barely.
But it is then your turn as you feel your psyche torn to shreds, and briefly you look up and you see a wizened, sort of stern face looking down at you as if it's a memory, saying, "No, keep your sword up, son."
Just like the one that I grief flamed before is dead, so they're undamaged, I assume.
Correct. Everyone that's left is not dead. They're not damaged.
We will. We're just gonna do a bonus action branding smite. Get that up there and attack with green flame blade at one of them. Hopefully we hit here.
I don't believe you can cast both branding smite and green flame blade in the same turn.
Green flame blade is a cantrip.
Are they not both bonus actions?
Green flame blade is an action.
Okay,
I get to
then you're good. Then you're good.
Yep. So it's a 15, so 23 to hit. So we'll branding
That
smite.
hits.
Well, this is I'll repeat. Branding smite plus the great sword plus the hex plus the D8 for the green flame.
Your hex is not on this creature because you used your bonus action to cast branding smite.
I used bonus action last turn to move it to whatever I'm attacking with.
But Thurman killed that one.
Oh, Thurman. Okay, I'll take it away. That's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm not going to judge you later.
No.
Dice.
I'm automatically focusing your guys' attacks, so
That's all right.
I'm sorry for
10, 12,
helping you.
19, 24
Yeah,
damage
it's
to that
super
guy.
dead. Yeah.
And then let's do another D8. Ooh, max. So 12 damage to the one standing next to it. It's a big swipe goes through.
Thaddeus stands among 2. They're actually not that battered and broken, but you can still see like tears pouring out of Thurman's eyes. And like, I don't really know how to say that like Siegfried is emotionally damaged. You couldn't really tell through the hollow, but he's roaring in pain as he does all these things.
They're fine. Thaddeus doesn't give a shit about your tears until you're actually on the ground. So suck it up. The enemies. How many we got left? Talk to me about the enemies,
2.
Mr. World. 2. We will Sacred Flame whatever one looks the most hurt.
Green flame.
Sacred Flame, not Green Flame.
Soylent Green.
It dodged.
What a bitch.
Still flinching away from the green flames that just hit it, your sacred flame passes through the space it's dodging out of.
What a bitch.
Then it is Terminator's turn.
Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, that's right. That happened.
23 hits.
8 points of damage, or 9 points of damage.
It
Sorry.
goes down.
All right,
There's
next
one
one.
left.
Ow! I told you I'd kill you. 10 to hit.
Does not hit.
No, it does not at all. All right, hold on. Up. 25.
25 hits.
Come on. Ooh, 5 points.
Andreas, there's one remaining.
Ow.
I would give you the chance to give it up and just surrender, but I know you're an inhuman creature, and therefore you must be destroyed. Take this.
You sound like a certain Svirfneblin I knew once. That 24 hits, though.
24 hits. 9 points.
Bringing us around to its turn as, with a final keening wail, it attempts to tear apart the mind of Siegfried one more time.
Oh, God. No. Keep rolling off the desk. I rolled a natural one.
9 points of psychic damage to Siegfried.
It's enough to knock me down.
Will knock him down to the chaff monsters. There is one left, and it is Siegfried's turn to make a death saving throw as his mind howls in agony as he can feel his body and he can feel his psyche being torn away from his body.
It's 16, so we're sitting pretty.
Then it is Thaddeus's turn.
One left, and my friend is down.
Correct.
Well, we will just bonus action to steady him, so he's not dying.
Okay.
And
You
then,
reach through with the gatekeeper's magic and hold his soul in place.
yes, you are now stable, my friend. And now Sacred Flame on the last one. 15 dex.
I failed. Don't roll a 1.
Close enough. 6 damage.
It will die.
Yes.
You guys have obliterated this Kalashtar family.
They deserved it. It was their time.
We need to exterminate them.
The fight is over.
Yes. Andreas, are you hurt?
I wasn't touched by these dirty buzzards.
Okay, so you have no damage. And Siegfried is at 0. And Thurman's at 12. And I am slightly hurt. So, it is now time for me to do my job, my friends. As I cast Aura of Vitality.
Oh, I feel good.
Ooh, what does that do?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Woo!
So,
I feel it in my loins.
we gotta do this 10 times. Okay.
Give it to
I
me.
am healing.
10 times.
You don't get shit. You're fucking healed. Go over there, Andrea.
I'm just saying. It's just an
Go over
expression.
there.
He got a happy ending.
Yeah, you got a happy ending. Okay.
Give it to me. Ho!
7 healing to me. That will be the first one. Okay, number 2. It is now time for Siegfried. 8.
So if he's unconscious, does that still do max healing to
He
him?
was stable. He had 1 hit point. When you stabilize,
Yep.
you have 1 hit
Well,
point.
it's stable at
still at
0.
Say yes.
Oh, I have to find it on my character sheet. I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure it does.
I'm pretty
Start-
sure it does.
creatures with 0 HP. So that would be actually 12 on that one.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
Yeah, good deal. Thank you, DM, for not fucking us over for once.
Very nice.
Okay, number 3. We have 11 HP on Mr. Thurman.
Nice. That's nice.
Number 4. We have another 6 HP on Mr. Thurman.
Hmm.
Number 5. We have a 5 HP on Mr. Siegfried. Number 6. We have 4 HP on Mr. Siegfried. Number 7. We have 7 more HP on Mr. Siegfried.
Nice.
What is this spell?
This is fucking Aura of Vitality for 1 minute with
Okay,
concentration.
that's dope.
Yeah, this
9.
this is ultimate healing right now.
So 9 to who?
9, we're going to go back to Thurman.
Okay.
And Thurman, what are you at now?
I'm at 38 out of 55.
Okay. We will do. That was number 7. Okay, so number 8.
That's a big spell, boys and girls.
Back to Siegfried for 4. Number 9. We'll do 2 to Siegfried.
Number 9.
Where are we at? 4, 5. Number 10. We will do 5 to Siegfried. So we should be pretty close to max for everyone.
Pretty close.
I think I'm at 40.
16 down. Or no, 17 down.
You take like half damage though. When
Yeah.
you rage.
Well, with certain types of damage, but yeah.
Yeah.
But with the psychic damage stuff, that doesn't do anything.
I can only do that twice a day
Mhm,
if I'm going to heal.
That's awesome.
Or I can do Spirit Guardians and fuck everything up. So you guys choose from now on. Do you
Well-
want healing or
well,
Spirit
we'll see.
Guardians?
It's a good point.
I'll tell you one thing we ought to is maybe do a intellect guardian on one of the frontline guys instead of me.
Mhm.
Because if
That
they got
would be
5
a wise
people,
choice.
yeah, or
No pun
enhance
intended.
ability.
Is it wisdom or intelligence? But bonus.
the intellect is wisdom and charisma and intelligence.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
So it's basically a catch-all
Right.
for any.
I think I can get that in 2 more levels, I think.
Okay.
But it's been a while. But I could get it eventually, yes.
Having that, if I'm taking the brunt of the attacks, would be helpful.
Yep. I should have did it in that battle, and you would have been fine. All right, boys, let's keep marching.
And do we find anything? Ow!
I would like to use an investigation check with guidance to see if we find anything worthwhile on these enemies.
So you're searching their bodies?
Yes, searching the bodies. For a 13.
As you search the bodies, you see sort of what you would expect from the unsevered. They have a lot of like scratches and other similar wounds on their bodies that are very like superficial. Their clothes are rags. They don't seem to have much in the way of possessions on them, having been reduced to sort of mindless, wandering creatures by the effect of the dreamers upon them.
Well, you never know, which is why we need to search them.
I'm going to try to crack one of their skulls open.
What are
It's very easy to do that.
Okay.
Andreas? What are you
you-
doing?
Fill their sort of like brain matter across the road.
I'm like they're using their brains against us.
And briefly, you see sort of like a flicker arcane energy that then fades as you do that.
Ah, see, I'm on to something.
Oh.
Siegfried stomps on one of the little heads to make it explode.
What if we made a catapult?
Siegfried does the same thing, and then briefly you see a little flicker of light pass and fade into the ground around his boot.
It's almost like they were sucking our thoughts out and then accumulating them there somehow for the dreamers to. Maybe the dreamers come and harvest our thoughts out of their heads.
Maybe that was their connection.
Yeah, maybe these things come and harvest the thoughts, and then they go back to the dreamers, and then the dreamers feed on it. These are like their resource collectors.
Not a bad assumption.
Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if Ballard knows that already.
I think
So
we
my
should.
idea is if we ever have to fight an army of these, we make a catapult and it explodes in the air and shoots arrows down into their heads from above. Just saying.
I like it. I like it when arrows shoot under their heads. They pierce mine with their screams.
Generally speaking, removing the head is a good battlefield strategy.
I like removing heads. It's very rewarding, satisfying.
Can we move on now?
Let us go.
Yeah, let's keep going east. We can just walk
As you
into the morning.
walk past the area where they were gathered before, Thaddeus, you do notice that the ground right where they were has been sort of scraped, as if something has been trying to scrape at something in the ground there.
Like a dig almost?
And so this sort of matches with some of the wounds, but like something had been digging at the ground with its fingers in the hard earth there.
Friends, look at this. This area they were standing, where Siegfried said he saw them. And with the way their hands looked, it looks like they were trying to dig through the earth here.
Why?
Don't know why, but maybe
Why
we should.
dig in the dirt? You're looking for tubers.
Well, I doubt they are looking for tubers, my friend. I don't believe they eat.
But how could it be a tuba? It's not a tuba.
It's not a tuber.
Not a tuba. Maybe a bagpipe.
The energy from their heads went into the ground. Perhaps the dreamers are underground.
Maybe they're looking for something. Maybe the dreamers are looking for something here. We should maybe dig. I do have a shovel.
That makes sense.
Is the area around this spot somewhat defensible, or is it just out in the open?
You're along the side of the road. There's sort of the remains of a stump that had been blasted away, and then it looks like instantly petrified, since you know that this war was only about a generation ago and far too short a time to petrify the wood.
Petrified wood.
Let's do a little exploratory digging and see what
Yeah,
we
let's
find.
dig this thing up. Let's see what's under here.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
don't
We'll have
want
Thaddeus
to-
do it, as Thaddeus is the only one of you whom has a shovel.
Yes, with guidance from the gatekeeper, because I would not dig without his guidance.
That shall
you-
not
have
dig
you
without
called-
my guidance.
Have you
Dig-
called 411 to make
Dig
sure there's
with
no
God.
running lines?
Right.
Yeah.
Call
15.
before you dig.
After a couple of pokes with the shovel, you hear the unmistakable sound of your shovel striking wood.
Huh.
What was that?
I clear out around it where I have struck.
You reveal a trapdoor in the ground here.
It's a booty.
Treasure.
I would like to investigate this trap door with guidance from the gatekeeper again. I'm just going to keep rolling the same freaking thing because he guides me so well. But
Got
this
it.
time it's 16.
Okay, so as you clear off the space, it's a wooden door and it has a metal sort of handle that's inlaid into the wood almost seamlessly, in a way that would ordinarily be very difficult for you to fit your thick dwarven fingers into. But with like the help of a dagger, you can sort of carve into the wood and lift the handle out. It's not a trap door.
Then we shall open it up.
It's not a trap.
Thurman has guided us.
Not a
to tell-
trap.
So
I'm mixing genres.
we've been guided to open the door.
You open the door and it opens into a smooth stone staircase lit by
Lit by
individual sort
Terminator's
of
crotch.
slightly golden crystals down near the bottom, lighting up a staircase
Wait a minute.
that
This
goes
place
down
is
into the
lit.
ground.
Holy
Lit by my
crap.
penis.
Oh my God. I think we're about to be rich. So rich.
Because it's lit by my penis. That's right.
No, forget about your penis. Listen. There's never anything left like this. All the other adventurers steal all the treasure. This is our treasure. It's underground. Nobody's touched it. It's lit. It's got to be somebody with money.
I think it is wise we investigate this because that is where they were trying to go.
If it's something the dreamers are after, perhaps we could use it against them.
Correct. They could be afraid of it.
Or maybe they could detect thoughts and there's somebody living down here.
That's true too. For all we know, it could be a crafter.
It could be a dangerous wizard.
If anybody could detect the magic in the area.
I believe I can. But it's only 30 feet ahead, Thurman. I don't think it is worth the time to try and detect it. I think we should just head down.
I want to detect that gold into my hands. Come back from this lost continent with the riches, you know?
Well, at the very least, Andreas, we can bring everything here back to Ballard.
Ballard. Yeah, I guess we could bring it all back to them.
Well, they need whatever help they can get from their
yeah.
destroyed.
They
and
need
lost.
a lot of help. A
Yes, they do.
lot.
And Andreas, after
Of
how
help.
you have treated them, like, we need to help them. So they will help us.
So we need to help them more?
We need to help them more since you have treated them so poorly, my friend.
I treated them poorly.
You've insulted them. They are our only friends on this continent.
They have
so-
been friends to us, I have to say,
They
but
have
they're
been,
in such a
yes.
bad position.
Yeah, well, they could have kicked us right out and told us to fuck off, Andreas.
Yeah, they gave us their quote unquote food. Thank you.
Yes. So let us bring back something for them to show that we are allies.
Of course, of course. But if we find a boat,
If we find a boat, we can maybe head home.
we maybe head home with the treasure and wish Ballard best of luck.
Quite possibly.
There's no future in which we leave this continent and lead the dreamers home.
There's
We need to
nothing
do
here.
something.
Well, it's not
First.
necessarily we would lead the dreamers home as long as we are careful.
I feel like the previous crew was careful.
The previous crew stole something. It said it right in the log, Siegfried.
And what do we have?
Well, we don't have anything we have stolen from them.
But we've gained items.
Well, we can
Just saying.
we
the
can
risk is too
leave
great.
the items. Well, it depends on how we leave. So, we'll just make sure we are wise about it.
If one of us brings home some dreamer STD motioning to Andres. Could spell doom for a
Yeah,
whole
what if you're in
continent.
there
Yes.
in the
Yes,
dream? with one of them?
Andreas, have you laid with any of them yet?
In the dreams, maybe I could. Maybe that's how I'm gonna do it.
That's how we defeat the dreamers?
Yeah, we give them STDs in the dreams
Like, fucking God.
Mind
and destroy them
grabs.
from within. I don't know.
Mental aids.
We give them brain aids.
Let us head down into the trapdoor.
I'm more interested in this physical world. You know what I mean? Come on, let's go down this trapdoor. Who wants to go first? Thurman? Okay.
Alright, okay, I'll go.
You're so brave.
I'm strong
You guys move down the staircase,
like this.
and it descends stories. It's one of the longer staircases any of you have ever gone down in your life, and you now find yourselves deep underground before it ends. The entire staircase sort of dimly lit by the softly glowing golden crystals. So it will be dimly lit, which gives disadvantage on the ranged attacks that you'll make, but it is light enough that you can sort of make things out. And as you reach the bottom of the staircase, you find yourself in a hallway that is just longer than 5 feet, both to the left and right, with a door on either end.
All right, I cast a light cantrip on my shield. I equip my shield and my sword.
Okay, so the 20-foot area around you is brightly lit, but everything outside of that continues to be dimly lit.
Do I need to recast light on Thurman's codpiece?
And if he's fine in the dim light, then no.
No, I will relight Thurman's way so he can be guided by the greatness before him.
My penis is lighted up again. Ow! It's so great. It's so shiny.
It's actually slightly cold, Andreas. It is a metal codpiece, and it is nighttime after all.
Why would Andreas know that?
He asked if it was warm. And
Don't
tell, man.
If the light was on
This
your
is the
codpiece, would it make it warm?
This is the Clinton administration, man. Don't ask, don't tell.
Hey, that's when I was in the Navy during the Clinton times.
Yeah, we know, Rob.
Hey,
It's not
Cold
gay if it's
cod.
underway, right?
It's cold cod.
hey, man.
It's good. It's like
You're
borscht.
you're at sea for a long time.
Anyway, you are in a dungeon. There's a door to your right and to your left.
Which
Looks
way,
like we
my
got
friends?
a dungeon here, boys.
My name.
Elaborate sort of labels on the side of every door, written in a language that none of you understand.
Ooh. Let me take a look at that.
Are we sure we don't understand it?
I'm positive.
Are we sure?
Hold on
Andreas,
a
do you have
second.
any
Wait,
spell
wait.
that could help you understand it?
I do, actually. I've seen my way around this world, and this looks like some gibberish skitterish. Let me cast Comprehend Languages as a ritual. Give me a minute. All right.
Or 10 minutes.
It takes me 10 minutes. And I can understand, but you must be touching the surface. Yes. Okay, so I'm braille coding that.
I was not planning on making up labels for all these rooms, so you are the worst.
You can make something. Just lie. Just lie.
Success! We pissed off the
Touche,
DM.
pussycat.
I got you. Told me to take Valor Bard.
Does this mean we level up again?
Comprehend languages when I'm going to be right, when I'm just going to be like, this is a bunch of Kalashtar nonsense language that you don't know.
Well, maybe the meetings. It's just like I comprehend it, and it's just like upscale to the boombox turkey fry.
So these appear to be labels of the rooms, but even being able to understand the Kalashtar language, the wording is, get this, it's coded because comprehend language doesn't tell you what codes mean.
Oh, there's the cat.
Got him. No, I don't have to make it up.
God, when your DM's a dirty bitch.
I'm sorry, I don't have room names made up for all this stuff.
Well, you said there was things on there.
There is. I should have known
I
that.
should have said that.
Rule.
Well,
Womp womp.
Okay, I
Fucking
use it.
should have known.
DM scapegoating this bullshit.
But these people totally would code the names on their doors because they understand the
Yeah,
code.
totally would code the names now.
Yeah, of course they're coded.
All right.
Of
Well, you know
course.
I have this ability, so watch
Let's spend 10 more minutes decoding these rooms before.
Yes. We'll get a supercomputer.
Can we get some graphics, Mr. World?
We'll get a supercomputer and what's the
word
the hash,
puzzle, perhaps?
The hash coding there?
You guys win. It says whatever cool label it needs to say, but I don't know it. So unless you think I can make up a bunch of random sciencey words, we're just going to continue with them being coded.
Okay.
Supercalifragilistic.
Maybe you could give us a little clue. Of,
Pick a door. Just pick a door.
like ravenous flesh-eating monster room.
Right.
Or
like
butterfly
certain
room.
death or not so certain death.
The room filled with traps.
Yeah, maybe the runes are like a little poem, like in the morning time, the
Don't
breeze
go
flew.
into this room.
And the other one's like,
You do see on the door to your left, it does read, keep locked at all times.
that's a good one.
Don't go in that room.
All right, let's go to that one second. What do you think? All right, so we'll choose not that you said to the left was keep locked at all times.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's check out the right. All right, what is it? A normal door with like handle?
So it is a door that, as you fiddle around, eventually you place your hand on this panel on the door and it slides up slowly into the ceiling.
Ooh.
With a shush sound, like Star Trek.
Shh. Wow, that was nice.
If we walk too fast, will we hit our heads in the bottom of the door as we go through?
Yes.
Careful.
What do we see in the doorway when we open it?
You step into this room and you see on the wall to your right, it's sort of a strange white, not even necessarily a stone surface with elaborate scrawlings all over it that appear to be some sort of incalculable math problem that's being worked on. But as you explore that, you hear the creaking of sort of shuffling behind you, and you turn around and you see that what you had thought were empty suits of armor or empty suits of some kind. They're not necessarily armor the way you would expect it to be, but they are nonetheless like a suit that something in the might protect you from the environment or something, stir to life and sort of begin moving towards you, and we will roll initiative again.
Natty 20, baby.
All right, Thurman got a 20. Who's above a 15?
Well, I'm a 21, but whatever.
I'm a 20.
Who's above a
Well.
5? All right, Siegfried and Thaddeus, what'd you get?
14.
Thaddeus.
12.
Therminator, you are able to react to these things first. As you are able to see them, they look not dissimilar to the material that Ballard's armor was made out of.
Okay. Am I still raging, or I guess I'm not?
You are
right?
long since not
Long
raging.
since not raging.
You guys spent a long time arguing, and after 6
All right.
seconds of not getting punched in the face, you quit being mad.
All right.
I get mad again. Ow.
All right. And then that was my bonus, and I go after one of them.
Okay,
Oh, 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
12 points damage.
Okay,
All right. Second battle axe attack. 17 to hit.
does not hit as your axe slams off the
Really?
crystalline form and just sort of slides across, not doing damage on the second.
Wow.
Did you say crystalline form?
Yeah, his armor is sort of crystalline,
Okay.
hard. It's uncertain. It's not like any material you've ever seen that it's made out of.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
Andreas.
I look over at him and I say, "So you got a crystalline form, do you?"
It's not shatter. It's not shatter susceptible the way you think.
Oh, come on.
It's not crystals that way. It's
I-
the thing that the armor of the color star is made out of.
All right. I tease my hair up and I say, "You be thunderstruck." Bam.
Okay, so this entire room, for your information, is 15 feet by 15 feet. Shatter will fill the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That would be bad. Or in that case, I whip out my.
Oh, sorry, this is a 10-foot scale, apparently, hovering over this. This is a 30-foot room for some reason.
Oh, okay.
This is actually a pretty sizable room.
So I can hit him with it without getting all caught up in it.
You would also hit Thurman because he's right next to them.
Oh,
they
no, I
haven't
don't
moved
wanna
away
do
from
that.
the wall, but
I'm just gonna go in there with my longsword like a boss.
okay.
21 to hit
21 does hit.
and 4 points of damage. And then I start motivating myself. Oh no, I'm out of motivations. Okay. That's it.
Siegfried,
How many of them are there?
2.
2. All right. Well, and I assume Andreas went to a different one than Thurman, or did he go to the same one?
Same one.
Okay, we'll go to the unattended one and produce a thrumming booming blade for a 21 to hit.
That does indeed hit.
That does indeed hit. That is booming blade. I'm not going to do any hexes or anything yet because 2, 10, 16, 21 damage.
Okay.
Sheathed in the booming energy.
The other one reaches both of its arms, each one of them attacking one of Andreas and Thurman, as it just slams the armored forms of its arms towards the chest of both of you. Against Thurman, a 22 hits, dealing 4 bludgeoning damage before the halving. And against Andreas, a 23 hits, dealing 6 bludgeoning damage to Andreas. And then it is Thaddeus Ironbrow's turn.
So there is the one that attacked both of my friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And other one's still up or is down?
They're both still up.
Both still up. One's damaged?
Correct. They're both damaged.
Both damaged. I'm gonna attack the one that hurt both my friends. We're going to Toll the Dead. 15 wisdom.
What type of damage is total?
Necrotic.
Okay, how much damage did you roll?
Well, they're hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that will be 2d12. As long as they failed their save, 6 necrotic damage.
Okay, the other one slams both of its arms into Siegfried. 15 does not hit Siegfried. That is the high of the two, taking us back to Terminator's turn.
All right. What damage what happened to Thurman, by the way?
You took 2 damage after having it for your rage.
Okay. 2 total.
Good.
Oh, I'll kill you. Ah.
All right. That's a 25 to hit.
That hits.
That's 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Second, the battle axe. Ah, look how pretty it is. It slices into your skull.
19.
Hits.
7 points of damage.
And so you slice into this thing, and then you see briefly a flicker of arcane energy pass out of it, as if it had been sort of animating the armor or the suit or whatever this thing is, before leaving from crystals that are inside it that fall to the ground and break.
Okay, I go to the other one and my hand axe.
Okay.
17.
Does not hit. You walk over, you swing, slam your hand axe off it. It bounces off. Andreas.
I saw a crystal fall.
You did.
All right. I'm going to whip out my longsword and go at him again a little bit.
Okay, so you step over to the other one because that one went down.
Ooh. I'm
And
going to
you
use my
miss.
luck.
Okay.
I swing, but then I pirouette on my heels and come for the second swing. 16.
Does not hit.
Ching.
Your sword clanging off the suit.
Okay.
Siegfried.
My friends are with me. Well, booming blade again. Oh, for a 13. Never mind.
Does not hit. Thaddeus.
So the one is down, and now there's the other one.
Correct.
It was the one I hit with my Toll the Dead that went down, right?
Correct.
So I will Toll the Dead on this one too. It is their time. Wisdom 15.
I failed.
And 2d12 again for 15 damage.
The necrotic energy tears this thing apart, and you hear sort of like a cracking and breaking inside it before the suit sort of crumples to the ground.
Were these automata?
Child's play.
Did they look like corpses, or do they look like shells.
look like they were empty, sort of. The
Suits of
closest
armor.
words you would have to it is armor, but it's unlike any armor you've ever seen except for what Ballard wore. But even this is far less bulky than what Ballard was wearing.
Can we don this armor, perhaps?
You could try.
Well, does anybody have any spells that can identify what this armor is?
I cannot identify items, unfortunately.
I also don't believe any of you own a diamond.
Very presumptuous, but also true.
Well, since I am aware of everything you own, because like you're, I'm aware that you do not have a diamond.
But I could try to put it on. Because Thurman thinks it's shiny and pretty.
So it is shiny and
Is it
pretty,
heavy?
but it doesn't, and it is not particularly heavy, but it also does not fit Thurman.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't fit me. I can't wear it.
You can tell as you try to put it on, like whatever these suits are, appear to have been like custom made to fit very tightly to the person they were made for, and they're built to fit a Kalashtar frame.
But were they protecting something in this room?
No, they were just hanging on like a rack across from the whiteboard where the math problem was. They just sort of animated when you came in and lurched across, and you rushed over and smashed them.
Was it a dry erase board? though?
What type of thing would be a dry erase board?
Perhaps chalk. Would you
It's
call it
dry-
a smart board?
I would call it a dry erase board, but
Was-
that's
right.
not really a thing.
Was it a Microsoft Surface?
Were they maniacs that use permanent marker?
No, but it has been on there for so long that it remains there when you wipe it away.
Need some good degreaser for this. Can anyone make out this gibberish? These numbers?
You are all too dumb to do this math.
Let's sit here for 20 minutes while we figure it out.
So happy we don't have an intelligence character.
Alex, please supply the equations. We will figure it out with Google.
Yep.
All right.
Manually typing complex equations.
Figuring it out with a piece of charcoal on,
No, hold on.
on the walls.
You want to see this math? I don't fucking know how to make it find this math. I've Googled the hardest math question, and they don't just like give me what the question is. They just like give me this diagram. All right. Hold on. I have to register for that site. I don't want to do that.
This joke has already gotten too long. Is there
It
an
is
exit to
in-
the room?
It is an elaborate separatrix separation equation that you don't know this, but it remains unsolved and difficult to express. And then there is a door on the other side of the room.
Nothing else in this room of note.
Right, I'm going to stick my ear up against the door.
As you press your ear to the door, like you now can hear for the first time a sort of soft, gentle humming noise that sort of permeates the entire thing.
You guys hearing that humming noise? You hear that? No, just me.
You're the one at the door.
I wonder if this place is some sort of facility. Now, these suits, Do they look like they would provide somebody with an oxygen supply of some sort?
You are not familiar with that concept at all. Andreas.
Yeah, that wouldn't.
They were just like protective crystalline armor.
Yep, it looks like armor, but it's not as bulky as Ballard's armor. That is what your character would have the frame of reference to identify it as.
Providing some kind of AC 17 to 18 range.
Yeah. But it
Well-
doesn't look like it's designed for battle.
No.
Huh.
I mean, when you look at it now, it's too thin to possibly be used for battle.
What's this thing for? I mean, is this a mine? Is this what the miners would wear in here? We'll find out. Let's open this door up.
The door is stuck when you attempt to slide it up.
Okay, I'm going to make a strength check on it. 5.
Andreas feebly sort of gives it like a half heart. I can't.
It seems he did not have the guidance of the gatekeeper.
That's not my job. Thurman, what are you doing back there? I'm over here pulling my back out. I can hurt my hands. I can't play lute.
What are you talking about?
You're over there goofing around, looking at these
Why?
things. I'm over here trying to pull doors open.
Look how pretty the armor is.
Look
they
at my
look like
pretty
my-
hands.
What?
Look at my hands.
What do
I
you
almost
need?
got a blister on that.
To your poor baby fingers.
That's right. That's how we do it. You can't make me pull the doors, Thurman.
I'll pull the door.
Pull it.
What's that? Strength check?
Strength check to try to push the door up. Yes.
15.
With a groan, you push it up a little bit and then get your hands underneath and lift it up. And you find yourselves in a large room. This is a 70 by 70 foot square. But in the middle of the room, you see sort of whirling together just like hunks of earth that then begin to sort of congeal around each other into what can only be described to you as like a walking hill with club-like arms of jagged stone and metal and gems sort of congealing around a head in a body that then looks at you and roars.
Golem.
And we will now roll initiative.
Oh, so close to 18.
Andreas didn't push it yet. Siegfried, what'd you get?
3.
I got a 3 as well.
You have more decks than me, I assume.
Thaddeus, you go first.
This is a big one.
That's what she said.
Andreas, do not attack it. Make sure to buff one of our allies. As I
Yeah?
look at it and I go, it is its time. The gatekeeper has chosen it to pass beyond. As I channel my divinity and give it vulnerability.
Okay. The creature then stomps, burrowing down into the ground where you can't see it before popping up and slamming a monstrous arm, bam, bam, into Thaddeus. 13 doesn't hit, but an 11 doesn't either. So that takes us to Andreas's turn. As the thing has come through the ground to reach you.
Can I hit it
Zip.
with a thunderstruck song
You can certainly try.
without Thaddeus being in the area?
You could probably shape it so that it originates from you and only hits his quarter and then hits the walls. Other than that, yeah.
You've been thunderstruck! And I cast Shatter, level 2 on it.
Okay, so it fails the save, but here's the sad thing about this, is it is already vulnerable to thunder damage.
Yep.
So it does not get double vulnerable, because that's not the way rules work. So you burn Thaddeus' Channel Divinity, but it is vulnerable, so you do roll double dice.
All right, so I had 68 thunder.
68 thunder damage as this thing is blasted apart briefly, bits of it flying everywhere from the thunder damage, and taking us to Siegfried's turn.
Really? Instead of Thurman?
Nice.
That thing is weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't understand. Okay, well, since the vulnerability is wasted, and it's very unfortunate, we will brandish the sword and give it a Hexblade's Curse as the purple-red energy flows out and into it, surrounding it and cursing it and giving it its jagged symbol. And we'll go ahead and make a booming blade strike on it. Ooh, so close. 18, so 20, 26? 26 to hit.
26 hits, and so it will do half damage from your sword damage, but your magic will do regular damage.
Even though it's a magical sword?
Is your sword already a magical sword?
Yes, it is an improved pact weapon, sir, so it is magical.
Okay, then no, it is a magical attack.
I cleave through its defenses. And then Hexblade's Curse is now plus 3 to damage, so it's 2d6 plus a d8 plus 8. So 18 damage onto it.
Terminator.
Ow! All right. I'm assuming my rage is over from the last round.
Yes, you went 6 seconds without getting punched in the face, so
Yes.
your third rage has ended.
I am thinking that I think I'm raging, but I'm not. But so I'm still going to go ahead and attack with the battle axe.
Okay. $16 does not hit. Your axe bouncing off the hard, rocky body of this thing.
All right. Next one. Oh, 23.
Hits.
All right. Ow. It's so close. 11 points of damage.
Which, in a strange way, really feels more like 6.
But no,
Your axes are not magical, unfortunately.
Oh, right. That's true. All right, and then my hand axe. Oh, that did not hit.
It did not.
Oh, it bounced off.
Thaddeus.
I stare at Andreas and go,
What did I miss?
What did you miss?
Things
I
that
literally
picked up.
said, don't attack it. Buff one of our allies. And you said yes. And then you fucking attacked it.
But I did double
Immediately
damage on it.
after.
You
What were we supposed to do?
idiot.
What are we supposed to do?
I said buff our allies so they could do double damage. You are magical. It is made of rock and gems.
I get it. You made it vulnerable, and then I didn't. Yeah, I see.
Yes, but so it was already vulnerable to whatever hurt it next. But your damage, it was also already vulnerable to. So
Right.
you blew the channel divinity.
Sorry,
to do
man.
what would otherwise be a
Waste
very
of the
smart thing.
gatekeeper's power.
I'm sorry.
That is.
One second. No, we will just toll the dead on it. Wisdom 15.
It passed.
Okay, then.
It is now its turn. It will burrow under the ground, and then you can see as its arms reach out and it slams each of Thaddeus and Siegfried. Thaddeus gets a 27 to hit. Siegfried gets a 15. Thaddeus will take 10 damage as it slams you down into the ground. Andreas's turn.
Is it okay now if I use my powers? Thaddeus.
You might as well.
Thanks. Sorry.
Fucking worthless at this point.
I teased my hair up and I said,
He's always playing with his hair.
I swear to God, if you're about to puff and not attack.
He's putting product in his hair.
I product my hair up. I hit it with a 3rd level Thunderstruck now. Take that.
So it failed to save again, or 15, I think, passes your save.
Yep.
So you roll double dice, and then it takes half of that damage.
Okay, so that's 8d8. Half damage. 37 divided by 2 is 14.
You're bad at math.
I mean, 17, 18.
18, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, the other day in the game shed, these guys were trying to come up with like the number 23 for like 10 minutes. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Anyway, 18 points.
Siegfried.
You will. We'll bonus action Branding Smite. That's my last one of those on it.
Smite me, holy
Get
smiter.
the sword all lit up and booming blade it. 16 for a 24 to hit.
That hits.
So that plus booming blade plus the did not hex it. It's just hex blade's curse so far. So that's math is hard. 6, 10, 17, 25 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Maybe it'll lower its head and glory, and I'll do an upward swing and cleave off whatever it thinks is its face, and have the rocks fumble from there.
So you swing your glowing magic sword through its body, just cleaving it in two, chopping it right through its face. And it shatters apart from the force of your magic and your curse, and your sword's just physical blow through it. And the whirlwind of energy that had sort of once bounded together then flings the mud and the stones and the rocks all across the room and over all of you as it explodes into nothing.
I get some HP back. Thank you very much. Another abomination felled.
Did a little spark of mental energy come out of it?
There was a lot of sparks of arcane energy that were part of this thing, both forming and as it deformed.
Oh. Like the kind that came out of the heads of the thing when we cracked their skulls open?
Different. Definitely different than what you saw up ahead on top of the in the Unsevered. It's definitely different. The energy that you've been seeing out of the armor and out of this elemental.
Huh.
This is more sort of raw and less alive, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And as you find yourselves in a large, sort of 70 by 70 foot room that is now primarily empty and destroyed from the rocks fleeing themselves everywhere, we end our week and get ready for next week.